Hey guys, and welcome to my patch notes review for the double Oredition. We're gonna get right into it. The Shadow's Eve Adventure chest is now available. This new chest may contain a rare seasonal mount. Balefire Boltergeist, Springy Skull, Skyjacked Sarcophagus, Pumpkin Patch Poltergeist. So, this is the new Adventure Box mounts. They're just like these guys. Let's go to the tab. Okay, so they're just like these guys. They're Adventure Box drops. However, you won't find them in your Adventure Box tab. They're going to be in the Seasonal tab. These are the seasonal mounts this year for the Halloween event. There's also going to be a turkey or a Thanksgiving event and also a Christmas. So they'll probably add more mounts around that time. The old mounts, if you want to know how to get them, they randomly appear in Chaos chests whenever they put them into the weekly rotation. You know, they'll say it in the patch notes, but they will... or they're obviously adding more mounts to the years so they don't just recycle the same ones, which is actually a good idea, even though they're all kind of just recycled skins. But, you know, you can't complain, they're new mounts, so more mastery for everyone that already has the Smashing Pumpkin. So, moving right along, rock your blocks off with double ore this week. That's so much more ore. So let's go into the... welcome screen. So here you go, double the ore and more. We'll get into what all this means in a second. And, wow. Okay, we'll talk about that next week, because that's next week's little... I'm calling them gimmicks, and you'll find out why in a second. Yeah, just go to the welcome screen and look at that. Wow. Okay, so Trove store updates. This week, rare items received from Pinatas and Chaos chests are doubled up. Maybe it's doubled down. Either way, you get twice as many of them. Alright, so this was a highly... controversial little thing that I said in last week's patch notes video, and where I said Trove is dying, and the people that argued with that are clearly misinformed and have no idea the player base. Look up Trove player count if you think that Trove is not dying, and you can see the Steam official player fluctuation from the time it released until now, and it is about a 90% decrease. So like I said last week, they are pretty much trying to either keep as many people into the game or make as much money from the people that are still playing the game. So this week, the drops from Chaos chests and Pinatas are doubled. That means if you want a cotton candy, you know, the 200,000 flux ally, you have twice the chance this week to get them. It's the same thing with the adventure mounts. The adventure chests are kind of reasonable because you can't buy them, but they did make them available again. So basically, they are throwing everything at us to keep us playing the game. There's no doubt about it. They're giving us all the adventure box mounts for everyone that, you know, just started Trove. There was like 4 or 5 months of adventure box mounts that they missed from the beta, and so they added them to keep the people happy, and now they're basically allowing us to spend $40. This is $40 worth of credits right here. It's about $40, and get basically any of the rare drops we want. So if you want the Chaos Butterfly Wings, spend $40. If you want the Cotton Candy, spend $40. If you want the Shadow Cycle, or whatever it's called, the Unicycle, spend $40. There's no doubt about it. If you want the Pinatas, spend, what is that, it's like 60, 80 bucks? How much is it? It's around $70. Or actually $60, yeah, it's around $60. And you can guarantee that you get an Autumn Pinata, even though you could probably do it in like the 50 pack. Here's the Ultimate Party if you want that. So yes, you cannot argue with this. This is pure proof, and we're actually moving on to the flasks. So buy flasks or emblems with credits at half price. So if you're wondering, well, you're just blowing smoke. You can get all that through in-game. There's no point in complaining about it. Well, here you go. So the Death Defying File on sale, half off. But is it half off in qubits? Nope. It still takes a month worth of qubits to get the Death Defying Vial. But you want to spend money? Well, it's going to cost you $5 instead of $10 now. Or however many it is. I'm not too sure about the exact ratios, but you get my point. They only reduced the real-life money portion because you can't trade credits or qubits. So the only way to make money off of this is to only allow the real-life money be half off and the qubits stay the same. So if you don't spend money on the game and you play normally, this whole update, the whole half off everything, does not affect you. It only affects the people that spend real money on the game, and that is very, very sad because it proves my point 100% on what they are doing with the game. And I don't want to see the game go down that route because, again, this is my most played game of recent times, and it's what I'm, known for. And it's very, very sad in my opinion. But here you guys go. You want to play the game normally? Too bad, because people that spend money on the game can just get everything twice as efficient. Well, they could get it instantly anyways, but, now they're rewarded for spending money on the game. That's basically what that is. But moving on, we're not going to go too much into that because, yeah, I'm already going to get comments on more misinformed people saying that I'm wrong, but, I'm not, because here you go. So let's just move on. Shaper's Vision box drop the higher value flux results a bit more often. So what that means is the 10k or the 9,000 flux drop from the Shaper's Vision you can get more often. It's already a common drop, so now it's going to be even more of a common drop. So again, they're offering you more flux to keep you playing the game. It's a routine that has been going on as recently. Chaos chests now give Eyes of Cthulhu of half as often, but give 25 instead of 20. So to keep it completely even, they would have gave you guys 40, or given us 40 instead of 20 if they reduce it by half. But of course, now that Chaos Chest, a lot of people, I mean a lot of people are going to be spending a lot of money on the game for the Chaos Chest. They don't want to make Radiance that easy to get, I'm assuming. Because they want some balance in the game. They can't just make the whole entire game pay to win, even though it kind of is. So they're doing it at about a third of the efficiency, because they're giving you 25 instead of 20, but they didn't make it 40 to make it completely even. So, in my opinion, considering a lot of people are going to be spending money and getting Chaos Chests or trading for Chaos Chests, they're going to reduce the Eyes of Cthulhu by a third, and they will most likely, because they have done this before, revert this change after this week, or maybe in 2 weeks. They might keep it, I don't know, but most likely they're going to revert it back and just say that it's for balance reasons. But I just kind of shown what the reason was. So, a last game update, except in instant... Okay, so I don't know why they started a sentence with except, but except in instances of very high load, you will default to the hub located in the region selected in Glyph. So if you have EU selected in Glyph and you log into the hub world, if you logged out in the hub, what this means is if you log in and the EU server that you're logging into is under a high load, it will put you into a North American server to kind of counteract the load and make sure that you can at least log in if you're in the hub. And same thing with North American. If you're North American and you log in but the hub is extremely full or it's under high load, it'll put you into EU world that is of appropriate ping, even though, appropriate ping in this game is like 300. So that's basically what that means. So we can move on to the bug fixes. Fix a bug where Shadow Tower boss timer reset after a failed attempt. That means because the timers for the leaderboards, if you die, it would reset the timer and you would get a whole new chance. You wouldn't have to spend more keys to reset your timer. They fixed that to where if you die and wipe, you have to start all over if you want any chance of making it onto the leaderboards, even though you can't do that because every boss is exploitable right now. Shadow Tower portals will stay open until the instance it's tied to shuts down. What that means is if I open a Shadow Tower right there and I go in, usually the portal will close once I take the first portal into the room where I can activate the first totem or chaos totem, whatever you want to call it, to spawn the enemies. The portal will only stay open if I'm in the first lobby. If I exit that lobby, take the first portal into the actual dungeon, it will close. Now it stays open until you kill the boss. Then it closes down in the club world. Fixed a Shadow Tower exploit that allowed fighting a boss multiple times without spending additional keys. I've never seen that exploit. I don't really look into exploits, so I don't, I'm not up to date with them. But that basically means you can kill, Daughter of the Moon, and then I guess reset her and then kill her again or something to make getting the pets and stuff very, very easy, which is a very, very, very bad exploit. So hopefully they fix that, because there's still the Daughter of the Moon exploit, and yeah, they they said they fixed that last week and they didn't. So hopefully that one's fixed, because this game's just, the shadow towers are riddled with exploits and it's very, very unfair. Ladybug wings should now display properly from both sides. The wing closest to the camera obscures the one behind it. So if you, I think the transparent section of the wing was always shown. So if you're looking in front of your character and it's supposed to be the red and black dot shell, the transparent side would actually be in front of it, no matter where you looked at your character. So now they fix it to where if you're looking in front, you'll see the shell. If you look in the back, you'll see the transparent in front of the shell. So that is good. Moving on, comic hero chickens now have all their parts. Drumsticks. So I don't have the comic hero, and I haven't seen the chickens from them. I've only seen them bombs and stuff. So I guess they fixed them. They were missing legs or something. The Magic Man Boomeranger urn now drops bombs instead of having an urnception. I think that means if you dropped an urn and it had the drum bop, you know, the bomb drop, the drum bop, the bomb drop, it would spawn 6 urns in a circle instead of the 6 bombs. So I think that's what that is referring to. The Dracolite mech missiles should now face the right direction, important for all mechs if they are any aspiring mechanical engineers out there. I don't know too much about missiles. I don't know what missiles is referring to, if it's the basic attack or the familiar, but hopefully they fixed something that was wrong right there. And Mac, fix mouse capture in Steam overlay. So if you do this, I think your mouse cursor wouldn't be there or something. So that is another good update. But that is it for this patch. Alright, so when the challenge kind of went to a minute, I disconnected because, you know, that's still in the game, even though it was fixed, quote-unquote fixed, like 2 months ago. But now we can get on to the intro. Remember, if you guys help with anything and you want me to make a guide about it, leave it in the comments below. Also, if you get 25 likes on this video, it lets me know that you guys enjoy these patch notes reviews and you want to see more. I hope you guys enjoy the video.